In 1997, Apple was in crisis. The company had hundreds of products, dozens of projects running at the same time, teams working in every direction, and the company was losing money fast. Weeks from bankruptcy. Then Steve Jobs returned. Welcome back to Gentle Wisdom. Steve Jobs co-founded Apple, the company behind the iPhone, the MacBook, and some of the most recognized products in the world. He was famously removed from Apple in 1985, and equally famously, he returned in 1997. Today, we explore what he did first, and why it changed everything. By the end of this video, you will understand the power behind one of the most underrated skills in modern life, the ability to say no. So let's get into it. Chapter 1: The First Decision. When Jobs returned to Apple, most people expected him to launch new products, to create, to build, to grow. Instead, he did the opposite. He gathered the product teams. He looked at everything Apple was working on, and he said no to almost all of it. He eliminated more than 70% of Apple's products. He reduced the entire product line to just 4 items. 4. His team was shocked. Some were angry. Why throw away so much work? But Jobs understood something most people do not. You cannot do everything well. Trying to do everything means doing nothing deeply. Walter Isaacson documented this in Steve Jobs. What became clear was that Jobs believed simplicity was not just a design principle. It was a life principle. Focus was not a limitation. It was a power. Saying no to almost everything is what made the yes matter. Chapter 2: The Power of No. Most people are afraid to say no. They worry they will miss opportunities. They worry others will be disappointed. They try to keep every option open. But every yes you give to one thing is a silent no to everything else. You only have so many hours, so much energy, so much attention. Consider Zara. She wants to improve her English, so she signs up for a grammar course, and a speaking class, and a vocabulary app, and she watches English YouTube videos, and she tries to read an English book. She is doing everything, and she is improving in nothing, because attention spread across too many things loses its depth. Cal Newport argues in Deepwork that real skill, real fluency, is built through deep, focused practice, not scattered, surface-level effort across many methods. Saying no to almost everything is what made the yes matter. For Zara, saying no means choosing one method, going deep, staying consistent, trusting that depth beats variety. Here is what works. Look at everything you are currently doing to improve your English. Choose the one that matters most. Commit to that one thing deeply for the next 30 days. Chapter 3: What Focus Produces. After Jobs eliminated 70% of Apple's products, something remarkable happened. The remaining teams had clarity. They knew exactly what mattered. They could go deep. They could focus completely. And from that clarity, the iMac came. Then the iPod. Then the iPhone. Not because Jobs did more. Because he did less, but with complete attention. This is the counterintuitive truth about achievement. More options feel like more power, but they actually divide your power. Fewer, deeper commitments concentrate it. Research suggests that focused effort, what psychologists call deliberate practice, produces skill at a rate that scattered effort cannot match. The brain builds deeper pathways when it returns to the same material consistently. Language is no different. The English learner who listens deeply every day, really listens without distraction, builds fluency faster than the learner who dabbles in 10 different things. Saying no to almost everything is what made the yes matter. 2 futures. Picture Zara 5 years from now if she keeps trying to do everything. Her English is okay, but only okay. She has tried many things, but mastered none. She still feels like she is always starting over. Now consider a different Zara, one who chose one method and stayed. She listened deeply every morning for 2 years. She repeated. She absorbed. She went slowly but consistently. 5 years later, she speaks with ease. She reads without stopping. She thinks in English. Same person, different focus. 5 years from now, which version of you will exist? Saying no to almost everything is what made the yes matter. Identity upgrade. You do not need more methods. You do not need more apps, more courses, more resources. You need to go deeper into what you already have. That is what Jobs understood. That is what the best builders have always known. Say no to the noise. Say yes to what matters. And then go deep. You are becoming. Rising hope ending. Steve Jobs did not save Apple by doing more. He saved it by having the courage to do less. And what remained, when everything unnecessary was removed, was something extraordinary. The same is true for you. When you remove what does not matter, what remains is your real focus, your real growth, your real voice in English. Less is not giving up. Less is choosing what matters. What you say no to today is already making room for something better. If this story stayed with you, a like and subscribe means a lot. And feel free to share your thoughts in the comments. Protect your attention, train your mind, and keep becoming.